Hi here, Finns here, I'm back for another video, and guess what? 16 countries are battling out for only 10 spots in the grand final. Who's in and who's out? Well, let's find out. Who is qualifying from semi-final 1 of Eurovision 2021? Let's find out. So in this video I'm going to do my first prediction of the 10 qualifiers for Eurovision 2021 first semi-final. So yes, 16 flags are behind me, but only 10 of those flags we'll see on the scoreboard in the grand final on Saturday. Question is, who is going to make it? Who is in? Who is out? Oh my gosh, this semi-final is just such a tricky one to predict. I've got no idea how it's going to go. I've got no idea who's really going to be in or out. So this has been a really hard prediction. I mean, I have to say, out of all the 16 countries, I don't think there's... I mean, even the weaker ones, I wouldn't say they're dead on arrival. I think everybody's got a chance of qualifying. I don't think anybody will be dead on arrival at the semi-final. I think they've all got a shot, really. And it is going to be a bloodbath for the semi. And just to think there's only 16 countries competing. Usually we would have like no average of 18 countries, and there's only 16. So this has been the smallest semi-final since 2015, the first semi-final in 2015. So it's been a while since we've had such a short semi-final. But yeah, it's so tricky to predict, and there are so many really good songs in this, and we may only lose 6, but we could well lose 6 of the best songs this year, unfortunately. So who is going to qualify? So let's start off positively and see which countries I believe are certain to qualify from the first semi-final. I have to say, although there are some really strong songs in this bunch, I wouldn't say there's that many certain qualifiers even, because you just don't know if songs can cancel out each other. But there are a few. I think, first of all, first things first, Malta is definitely qualifying. Destiny, Je ne casse, do. That's good. I mean, Destiny doesn't even have to wait in the green room for her results. I mean, because you know she's qualifying. I mean, yeah, Malta, you know, they're going through. They're going through. So Malta's a certain qualifier. I'm going to say Lithuania is definitely in. Yeah, the group, they're going through. I'd be very surprised that the Lithuanian diaspora, it's still a contender to win even. Yeah, and I think opening the show won't hurt it. It's gonna be a bang to open the show with. So yeah, and I think Cyprus will definitely be in. I would be very shocked to see Cyprus not make it. I know they don't have Greece voting in the semi, but Cyprus have always qualified since 2015. They usually bring us a show, and I could see a lot of jury support. I could see a lot of televote support. Cyprus, I believe, will be in. And I think Sweden will qualify for sure. At first, I was a little bit hesitant, will they, won't they? Because I could see a televote dragging them down. But then I thought, actually, the jury will definitely vote this through. I think Sweden deserves to qualify, and I think it will. So that's Lithuania, Sweden, Cyprus, and Malta. I leave are certain qualifiers. I'd be very shocked to see those four not make it. So what songs... Again, none of these songs are dead on arrival, but I think there are a couple of songs that I feel like I personally feel are most likely not going to qualify, and I think I've agreed that Slovenia, I feel, will be going home. I think they might be praying hallelujah. It's gonna take a miracle to get out that semi. I mean, then, as I said before, not dead on arrival, but I just think the song has now come across a bit too preachy for Slovenia, and they're on early, which doesn't help. I think the only way I feel that Slovenia could survive is with a lot of jury support, really. Yeah. And the other country I actually feel we probably most likely won't see in the final, it's sadly Norway. Tix and Fallen Angel, I don't feel strongly enough it's going to qualify. I think the bookies have put him quite high for some reason. Where did they put... Let me look. 9th? You must be kidding me. 9th with the bookies? Who's doing these bookies? Who's a part of this? I mean, really? 9th over Ireland and Israel and San Marino? They put that higher than San Marino? Seriously? Who are part of these bookmakers? Seriously, they must be hearing different songs to what I am. But, you know, Norway, I can't see it qualifying, unfortunately. I really am... I'm sorry, but I can't see that qualifying, actually, looking at the semi-final. The song does nothing for me, and I don't think it's had that... The public reaction hasn't been that positive to the song. I can't see music experts really responding to the song. I think out of this bloodbath of a semi, I think Norway is going to stay behind. So, now, just thinking about it. So now that leaves the rest. So who are we left with that I haven't talked about? Russia, Australia, North Macedonia, Ireland, Croatia, Belgium, Israel, Romania, Azerbaijan and Ukraine. So that's 10 songs. I fully agree. 4 of them, Lithuania, Sweden, Cyprus and Malta, will definitely qualify. I've got 6 spots left, so I'm going to go through them one by one very quickly. Russia. Okay, Russia is a very divisive song. Every Russian woman needs to know. You're strong enough, you're going to break the wall. Well, bounce against the wall, but yeah. It's a very, very divisive song, so I could see music experts not ranking this highly. But yeah, and the televote could be very high. Who knows? Then you've got Australia. Oh gosh, Australia. 100% track record of qualifying to the final. But this is also a very divisive entry. They're not playing it safe this year, Australia. It's a very edgy song. I think Montaigne, yeah, I think, yeah, most people have been judging that song on that live performance. And I have to be honest, that live performance wasn't that great. But that is not the finishing product. Australia. I mean, Kate Middleike, people saying, oh, that's going to be Australia's first non-qualification. And guess what? That won the semi-final. So, I mean, I'm not saying Montaigne will probably won't win her semi, but I feel like I have faith in the Australian team that they probably will have a vision, and they will create something magical. I would hope, because usually I would hope they've got something planned, something magical with Technicolor. And then North Macedonia. Oh, I love North Macedonia. I really do. They might try to break us, but we will find a way. I like it. I like that Seal song. Here I am. Or Here I Stand. Or, no, Here I Am. No, I can't remember the song now. Well, that says a lot. No. I really like his song, and a lot of people are sleeping on it. It's so unfair. But I could, I know a lot of people don't think this song is going to qualify. And they're calling it music theatre, theatrical. But it brings so much emotion. I could see that song qualify, and I'll tell you why. Tamara Tefeschi, people weren't thinking about that song. People were writing it. Oh, people liked it, but never thought it would qualify, mainly because she was representing North Macedonia, who has sends good songs but never get the station right. She blew everybody away in Tel Aviv. And guess what? She came second in her semi-final. So, there you go. She almost won her semi-final and won the jury vote in both her semi-final and the grand final. So, I could see maybe North Macedonia qualifying if they get the situation right, which would be very tricky for them to do. And I could see a lot of jury support. I could see them being surprised. In the rehearsals, I really could. But they are big words, though. And then you got Ireland. Ireland, I want to see qualify. It's really a good song. And they've got good plans for staging. There is just a part of me, though, that does make me feel, oh, I hope this doesn't come 11th or 12th in the semi. Oh, I just hope that doesn't happen. And then you got, who else? Oh, Croatia. Oh, I love Albania, not from Albania, but from Croatia with TikTok. Jeme duso Eurovision. See, I remember the Croatian bit now. Oh, gosh, it's a tough one. And then Belgium. Belgium brings so much class and creates a mood. It might not be as much as like a North Macedonia, it gives so much emotional mood. But there is a class towards it. And then Israel, oh, that revamp has done wonders for Israel. Before that revamp, I was writing them off, and then that B6 note came in, and then, whoa, the kettle was boiled by now. Oh, gosh, wow. And who else? Oh, Romania, a lot of people like the Romanian tree. For me, not so much, I have to be honest, but people do like it. And then you got Azerbaijan, and then, oh my gosh, they usually bring the stage, and then, oh, but then people have said they might throw too much at the kitchen sink at it. And people say, oh, Efedinia, or Efdina, why can't I pronounce any of these names right? Efedinia is too wooden, she can't dance. First of all, that live performance, she was in a small TV studio, so she didn't have enough space, and it was probably early in the morning. And secondly, the Eurovision stage is much more bigger. She will have a little time to dance and sing and put on a show. Azerbaijan usually gets staging right, usually, especially in recent years. So, yeah, I think Azerbaijan are now more in and out. And then you got Ukraine, which is 100% track record again. People like it, people did not like it after the revamp though. And actually, I've been watching a lot of videos where people predicting their top 10s as well, and because that's my life. No. And not many people have put Ukraine in the top 10, which for Ukraine, that's not good. I mean, they have a 100% track record. And that song is very divisive. I could see a scenario with Ukraine that song comes dead last with the jury vote. I could see that coming 16th with the juries. But the televotes will rank higher. maybe like Shapyopionshi from Bulgaria. They put that last, the juries, so, and it didn't qualify. I mean, it's also a bit ravey. Triana Park had rave music. That came last with the juries with 1 point. Um, you know, Conan Osiris also in a different tone, but kind of a bit of craziness on stage. That came last with the juries, only 8 points, so gosh, I worry if the music experts might not put their name behind the Ukrainian song, and it is very divisive. I worry that people tuning into the semi-final and listen to the songs for the first time and listen to that Ukraine song, and people's reaction might be, what's going on, what's happening, what is this woman on about? You know what I mean? That is my concern. At least there's Russia's also very divisive, but at least she's singing in a tone that maybe more people can recognise. That white voice from Ukraine is very... It's not very universal, if you know what I mean. It's very a song for Ukraine, so I worry for Western ears. So, who are my other 6 spots? Okay. You know, let's not be around the bush. Malta is qualifying. Lithuania is qualifying. Sweden is qualifying. Cyprus is qualifying. Azerbaijan, you will see that in the final. Ireland should qualify in the final. That's 6. Who else? Oh gosh, this is tough. Oh, North Macedonia. That's the best male ballad of that semi-final. I mean, up against Tix from Norway. And I think it's even better than Sweden, so that could make it, but then again, not many people like it. Ugh. 4 more spaces, okay. Oh, this is tough. I think Australia will make it. I think they've got a 100% track record and they'll have a good vision on stage. I have faith for Australia. I think Belgium will qualify. I think they've got good friends in this semi. And it stands out because there's a class behind it. I think Israel will qualify. I think that if she can sing that note, that will get a lot of jury support. And she's near the end of the show as well. And maybe quite possibly near an ad break. And my final spot, I'm going to go to Russia. I'm going to give it to Russia because sure, the song is divisive, sure it might not get a lot of jury support, but I think it will stand out for being so out there, and Russia usually does staging right, so I have faith for Russia. That means my 6 non-qualifiers are Slovenia, North Macedonia, Croatia, Norway, Croatia, Romania, and Ukraine. Quite controversial. Okay, the other 3, like, North Macedonia pains me to do, Croatia pains me to do. With North Macedonia, I just feel like music experts do not sleep on North Macedonia, but I feel like the televoters might not put it through. Croatia, I feel like Israel might cancel out Croatia. Oh, that pains me to do that because I do love TikTok. I just worry, I really... Oh, it depends how they stage it and how other songs stage. And Romania, I've been quite controversial. I know a lot of people like it, but for me, I kind of forget about it. And I worry it's going to have another Sabuk walking out. I mean, you can't just qualify with people going like... just this contemporary dance. And Ukraine might be too divisive for the music experts, so yeah. But I've got a reason to change my top 10 when it comes to rehearsals. Bearing in mind, this prediction is before any rehearsals take place on tape, or, well, before me seeing the on tape, or any of the actual rehearsals in Notre Dame. That could change. Rehearsals and staging will change everything. Believe me, there will be some songs. North Macedonia, Croatia, I could see qualify. I mean, Romania, Ukraine, none of these songs are dead on arrival. I mean, even Anna from Slovenia could really surprise us if she got good staging, good performance. Music experts could pull her through, but who knows? Anyway, what is your top 10 of semi-final 1 2021 Eurovision? Comment down below in the comment section below, like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back for more content very soon. Until then, goodbye people, goodbye. Oh, and breathe. Goodbye people, goodbye. Oh.